It's natural if you do feel fearful now, again, because there's uncertainty, and this chakra is about self-preservation, to feel a lot of fear because you don't feel that you can predict your life, that you can't predict your safety. So anytime our safety feels challenged, this chakra, is going to be challenged. Hey, namaste, beautiful audience, goddesses and divine masculine inspired men who are watching. I asked you guys to vote and I said, what do you want me to do next? Heart chakra meditation. A lot of you wanted, because that's what I'm up to. I've been going through the chakras, but a lot of you said, when asked, talk about the root chakra in terms of challenging times. That one I would probably say by like double. So the root chakra, Muladhara, that means support, root support. And as many of you know, the chakras are what really started to bring a lot of attention to my channel. I'd say about 5,000 of you literally have joined since I made my first chakra video about the root chakra. So it's been a long time. It's been almost 3 years where I've talked about what the root chakra governs. But what I want to do is give you that background, like what is the root chakra about, but then I'll talk about it in terms of challenging times. Okay. And so just like a tree, the root chakra is like the roots of a tree. So the leaves, the fruit aren't going to bear if the root is rotting or not in good soil. So that root chakra, that base chakra, the first chakra, is very, very, very important. So let's talk a little bit about what it governs and controls. The chakras are subtle energy centers. There are 7 major ones. Don't worry about others. There are others, but they all relate back to the 7 major ones. So the root chakra blossoms up from the base. So the energy centers blossom up along the spinal cord and then sort of emanating forward towards the front. The color linked with this, at least in contemporary times, is red. In ancient times, there were different colors given, but red is the color often linked with it now. The root chakra very much has to do with your tribe and family, with issues around that. So issues around belonging to a tribe, being like the people in your family, in your tribe, in your race. It's like a tribal chakra. It's about belonging and wanting to belong and stay with that group. So that's the element. It's about survival, about basic needs that keep you alive. Think of any animal, like even my cat is sitting here right now, and cats are, they're prey and predators. So if you notice, they're always sort of watchful. They'll hunt, but they're also watchful of being attacked. That energy, that fear of attack has to do with that root chakra. So let me share some more with you about what the root chakra governs. Grounding. So if somebody is ungrounded, if somebody has trouble being still, sitting still, like, people are always shaking their legs, you guys. It's just who are ungrounded, who are spacey, right? Spacey. They're up here. They're not grounded. So the root chakra has to do with being grounded. The gland is the adrenals. Now the adrenals are higher. The adrenals are physically like on the kidneys, but the adrenals have to do with, say it with me, fight or flight. They pump out hormones when we're threatened, right? So if we suddenly see something in the dark, that comes into play, and that's root chakra, but it has to do with that adrenal gland, which squirts out, like what we need, whatever those, different norepinephrine and all those different things to stimulate us, to get the heck away from the attack. That is the gland. The sense is smell, and smell is, if you think about it, smell is a very basic thing, right? If you bring some food to your mouth and it smells bad, you know not to eat it. So you see how it's very much about survival, right? Smell is very much a way, also scientists have shown that it's a way where you almost like choose a mate, because it's very subtle, but it's like their whole health is revealed very subtly in the scent that their body gives off. And so smell, very much about basic things like survival, picking, food that's not going to like poison you. So the location, yes, the location is at the perineum. Sometimes you feel it like towards the tailbone, but the perineum, basically the base of your body, so between genitals and anus, is the root chakra. The seed sound is lum. It's spelled Lam, but it's pronounced lum, sort of a little bit rounded. like that. The animals linked with it are an elephant, but also things like, an ox or a bull, very earthy, strong, heavy animals, right? And the verb, I say it's to be, but it's to have, because it's to have, the right to have food, the right to have, clothing and shelter. But I take that as the right to be, the right to exist, literally, right? Does that make sense? Issues with that show up when you can literally look in your life or the life of those around you. If somebody has trouble with stability, in any way, or with money, but with making a stable life, then that chakra, that energy center has been damaged, and they're sort of just manifesting that. And I don't want you to blame the chakras. It's not like, it's hard to explain. It's a loop. So your life experiences affect the chakra, then the chakra sort of feeds you back that paradigm and feeds you back that experience. Okay, so it is a loop. So the body parts that it governs, so each chakra, governs certain areas. So the legs, the feet, the large intestine, so like the colon, so like elimination, right? The teeth and the bones. So again, things that are very sort of basic and deep to the body, like, teeth in terms of they're very, very solid, and bones like structure. So those are the areas that are governed by the root chakra. So let's talk about now how it's being affected in these times. So what's happening is, oh, and gosh, so the emotion is fear. In each chakra, it's like, what is its negative manifestation? And so the times we're living in, where we are dealing with so many different crises, uncertainty is a good way to put it, whether it's with health, whether our health and community health, whether it's political, whether it's economic, whether it's environmental. In my entire lifetime, I have not seen so many sort of issues all colliding together. The root chakra is being challenged, and you can, again, look around. I want you to take this information and be able to use it. And so you can look around and see that there's a lot of fear. I blame the speed of media. It's speeded up from your mom's time, from my mom's time, from your grandmom's time, forget it. The speed at which we're processing information is destabilizing to a balanced root chakra energy and life. Okay. In terms of even like, again, the political, I'm in the US. And so both sides, in the recent election, there was a lot of fear, a fear of losing what each side felt that they had to have in order to survive, getting very different outlooks, but yet both feeling equally like a fear. It's natural if you do feel fearful now, again, because there's uncertainty, and this chakra is about self-preservation. It is about self-preservation. Okay, so just so you know, it's normal to feel very triggered. So I'm going to drop some insight here that is really going to be helpful for you and be like very enlightening. So that root chakra, that red one, right, is where we get afraid for our safety, and we get our tribal sense, but we feel threatened as a group and as an individual, right? Survival. Then we go to the second chakra, the orange one, is where our emotions are stored. And so if we get very emotional through that chakra, and then as the energy moves up, we get to the third chakra, the yellow one, and that chakra, when imbalanced, has to do with anger and frustration, and it's about power and dominance. So again, you can see a flow from fear, sense of fear of personal safety, again, whether it's environmental, racial, political, economic, our health, all of that. We get emotional about that, which makes sense, especially if we have an untrained mind. And then that third chakra, we want to act out because it then transforms, that energy is powerful and transforms into anger. And for many people on the planet, they're not able to get to the next level, which would be the heart chakra, which is where you get into higher qualities like love for all and feelings of compassion for all beings. So what can you do in these times of challenge, right? To balance. The main thing, and I always say this, but it's true, would be to begin meditation. I suggest mindfulness meditation as the most powerful type for this. Meditation, what it's going to do is physically it brings in stillness, and stillness is like a counterbalance to this chakra. When we're very healthy in this chakra, we're able to be still. I would urge you to meditate. I'll put some links for videos below. Also, if not, even just try to have times of stillness and quiet, even throughout your day. You could literally set a timer, stop and take 3 to 5 breaths. It seems really simple, but if you try it, you will feel such a reset. I promise you. Just stop, take a few breaths, stop whatever you're doing. If you're at your desk, just stop. If you're with your kids, go to the bathroom. Take a few deep breaths and just stop. And then continue on with your day. So stillness, taking time for stillness, getting into nature is also extremely balancing for this chakra, because what you want to do is reground yourself. You want to be in your physical body, aware of your physical body, and calm in your physical body. So for those of you especially who suffer from anxiety, this chakra needs to be balanced. Now my course is running right now. It's got 22 goddesses in it, and it's going to run again very, very soon. I don't want to say exactly when because I don't know when you're going to watch this video. So look below and you'll see my chakra course. It is a full-on training and community to help you in healing these energy centers and healing the issues and paradigms that go with each one. So here for the root chakra, you're feeling challenged. You might be feeling a sense of struggle, of not having enough money, of not knowing, how you're going to keep your home or your apartment. Those are all root chakra issues. And for us to overcome those issues, there are steps you can take working at the subtle energy level. And I teach all of that in my course, going through a variety of different practices that you can use. But so here, and I have many helpful videos. As I said, I'll put many of them below. Meditate, start meditation, and start bringing in stillness, and just those 2 things alone are going to be a great, great help. Mwah. Stay blissed and blessed. Share in the comments if you are feeling challenged and how you are coping with it right now.